Hello, Mr. Chu here in a skinny tie. Now I say that because I always wear a tie whenever I'm doing my algebra and geometry videos, but this is the first time I've ever worn this skinny tie. I have several hundred ties. I'd wear a different one every day when I was teaching in the public classrooms, but now I just wear them when I'm doing my bare algebra and bracket geometry videos. And I just want to know, do you like this? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I haven't decided yet, but this is called Bare Algebra. I have an algebra challenge I'm going to start doing regularly, posting these different challenges. I'm calling it AC1 for Algebra Challenge 1. So, most students who will solve this problem, they'll use a scientific calculator, and I'm going to pick up a scientific calculator and solve it for you. But what are the algebra shortcuts involved here? Because there are some. So let's just look at this a little bit further. If I have the square root of 15 squared minus 1 over 14, it equals 4. Now, how did I get that 4? I got that 4 by using a scientific calculator that I call a TI-30. Whenever you're entering this in this calculator, you have to make sure that you hit the square root key, and then you have to use parentheses, 15 squared minus 1, parentheses, then you use the division bar, and then I always use a parentheses 14 in case you had an operation there. You probably wouldn't have to do that, and when you do it, you'll see it equals 4. But is there algebra shortcuts involved? Yes, there are. So, in your algebra class, you will be taught that you can substitute values, and I'm going to substitute the value x in for 15. So I'm going to say let x equal 15. When I do that, it changes this problem to x squared minus 1 over x minus 1. All I'm doing is substituting. You see how 14 is x minus 1? So I could say 14 would equal 15 minus 1, which is x minus 1. And I've got 15 squared. There's my 15 squared minus 1. Well, from your algebra class, you should understand that I can factor the difference of two perfect squares in the numerator, and x squared minus 1 equals x plus 1 and x minus 1. And then the denominator is the same as one of the two factors in the numerator. So I can take, and most teachers will say you're canceling it, you're really dividing by the same common factor. And look what you have left. You have the square root of x plus 1. All right, so what is my x? 15. And the square root of 15 plus 1 is 16. And the square root of 16, as you know, is 4. Now, you don't always get a perfect square that you want the square root of here. So you're saying, yeah, what's a big deal though, Mr. Chu? Well, if you think this is interesting, like this video. If you think this will help you in algebra, subscribe to my channel. There'll be a link over here where you can subscribe so that you can see more of these. It helps me out. It helps me push them out to more people. So you're saying, yeah, but how does this shortcut help me? Well, if I have another one, let's just do the square root of, I don't want to use red because it's a little bit harder to show up because I need to get some new markers. Let's use black. So if I have the square root of 25 squared minus 1 over, and you see what happened? It went down 1 here, 24. What will it equal? Well, using our shortcut, we know that we're going to say let x equal what? Well, what we do here, we actually took that number and we said 25. So the answer is x plus 1 with a square root. So this is going to equal the square root of 25 plus 1, which is the square root of 26. Is that a perfect square root? No, it'll be irrational. But you know the answer. Figure it out and try it. Make sure you let me know in comments if you like the tie. Let me know what you think of this. Is this helpful? Was this interesting? Did you know this shortcut existed? I'm Mr. Chu. I call my algebra curriculum Bare Algebra. I'm calling these algebra challenges, and I'll start posting some of these fairly regularly. And I want to use videos. I'm Mr. Chu. I want to help you learn algebra.